affecting you inadvertently. Okay? Again, we mentioned just a second ago, you need to overcome your past. This is not going to be real easy. I have a lot of things that's happened in my past that have been painful, that have hurt me, that has scarred my life. And if you hang on to those things, you may even say, I've forgotten it, but you still go back to it. You may be laying in the bed at night and get angry or scared or frustrated or have bad dreams, or it may cause you to act out or lash out in anger. It may be things that you've never even told people about. This is something that you have held on to. There is proven scientific evidence that that bad things in our life, whether it's mental abuse, sexual abuse, there's things that have caused our body such trauma that whenever our immune system gets out of balance, it can cause things like cancer and other disease to begin to grow in our body. So you've got to let go. You've got to forgive, you've got to forget, and you've got to move on. I have locked the door to those bad memories of my past, and I have thrown away the key. And I have discussed it. My wife, she's aware of these things. One of my pastor friends, he's aware of these things. And it's something that you have to let it go. And I am very grateful that I've been able to move past. Next thing, you want to laugh. You have got to learn to laugh every day, and there's a multitude of ways that you can do this. You can, there's YouTube videos. My wife and my kids, they love. If you want to laugh, go on YouTube and find some funny cat videos or some funny pet videos. They're hilarious. You need to do this every day. You can go to the library and rent videos, DVDs, and watch them. And take them back and get some more. If you've got satellite, find the comedy channels, or I have satellite radio in my truck, and I literally find opportunities during the day to just belly laugh. Satellite radio, one of the channels that I love is Jeff Foxworthy and Larry the Cable Guy. It's 24 hours a day, 7 days a week of comedy, and you've got to learn to laugh. Something else you can do, you've got scriptures that you can learn. Find 15, 20 really good scriptures. Find 2 or 3 and memorize them. I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength. Greater is he who is in me than he who is in the world. Find scripture. Find poetry that you really like. And I'm going to give you one here in a minute that's one of my favorites. And or music. Now, try to find music that calms the spirit, that soothes the body. That's a far cry from me. I was raised on country and rock music, but I have found some great alternative forms of just nothing but instrumental music that I can go to sleep to. And my family, my son, my 10-year-old son loves this stuff. He thinks it's just beautiful. It's so relaxing and calming to the body. You can go again to YouTube and just look up meditation music. There's some on there that's 8 hours of nothing but just serene, simple instrumentation, or nature, waterfalls, oceans, forest sounds. And they're great for the mind and the body. The serenity prayer. This is one you may want to learn. Grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Write that down. Hang it on your bathroom mirror or on your refrigerator, in your car, and learn things like that. I have a daily meditation that I'll just recite, that God is chasing me down and overtaking my life. Everything that I touch prospers and succeeds. This is just a daily mantra, I guess you might call it, that I hear myself speak. It's just, and we'll cover more things on that in the future, but plan for your future. Plan for tomorrow. Plan for next month. Make plans for next year. My wife and I are planning trips that we can't even afford right now, but we're making plans. And as doors open up, you know, I work. I work 4 and 5 days a week. I do this to keep my body active. I could easily sit at home and give up, but I choose to get up every day. There's days that I want to sit home, but I keep moving forward and I keep doing. I want you to learn to think like the diagnosis doesn't even exist. Now, some people may say that that's denial. It's not denial, it's therapy. And if they say that, I'm not in denial. Doctors, I will not say that I have cancer. That is not an excuse for me. I say that I have been diagnosed with cancer, and that's the way I choose to look at it. And if I ever catch myself saying I stop and I say, wait, I have been diagnosed. Does that mean that I do not have the disease? Not necessarily. There's something going on in my body, but I choose to believe that it's simply a diagnosis. And there's a train about to go by, so bear with me on this, okay? And don't look at it as not being realistic, okay? People say, well, you're just being unrealistic. No, I'm being optimistic. I'm picking this back up where think like the diagnosis never happened. And we're going to start back over from there. All right, think like the diagnosis has never happened. Literally, you want to start thinking that, and it's not being unrealistic, you're being optimistic, okay? You're going to run into situations, doctors, they're going to do it to you. They're every time you walk in the office, in their book, it exists. But you want to think like it doesn't exist. You're not being unrealistic, okay? And you're not in denial. You're in therapy. You are training your body, and listen to your doctor, listen to your naturopath, and but at the same time, continue to believe in my heart, you know, this thing's going away. It's getting smaller. I'm getting better. I'm doing everything I'm supposed to be doing, and it's getting better. And remember, miracles happen every day. Every day miracles take place. Your life is changing, whether you like it or not. And you have come to a fork in the road, and you're going to have to make some decisions. And personally, I chose the road less traveled. And I pray that you're going to make wise choices. It's not going to be easy. None of this is going to be easy. But I can tell you this, looking back over the last 6 months of my life and where I would be had I taken the path the doctors had chosen for me, and where I am right now, two very different roads. And I want to read this. Many of you probably heard this poem, and it's by Robert Frost, The Road Not Taken. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both. And be one traveler long I stood, and looked down as far as I could, to where it bent in the undergrowth. Then took the other as just as fair, and having perhaps the better claim, because it was grassy and it wanted wear, though as far as for that passing there, had worn them really about the same. And both that morning equally lay, and leaves no step had trodden black. Oh, I kept the first for another day, yet knowing how way leads to way, I doubt if I would ever come back. I shall be telling this with a sigh. Somewhere ages and ages hence, two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by. And that has made all the difference. God bless you guys. I love you. I hope you have a great week. Peace out.